Hello, everyone, and Shabbat Shalom. This week's Parasha is Beshalach, and sometimes this Shabbat is called Shabbat Shirah. Why? Because this is the Parasha when we read Shirat Hayam, the Song of the Sea. And it's also interesting because the Haftarah that we read for the Shabbat is Shirat Dvorah, the Song of Deborah, one of 10 songs that are listed in rabbinic tradition. So we'll read 2 out of the 10 this Shabbat, which is pretty cool. And the Song of the Sea is pretty interesting for a lot of reasons. Biblical poetry is fascinating. And the way that the text is actually laid out in the Torah is different than normal. But we see God portrayed as Ish Milchama, as a warrior, something we're not so used to all the time, although it does also appear in some Psalms as well, where we see God as, mighty and valiant in battle, which is, it's interesting. And then in Deborah's song, we see a poetic recitation of a great and decisive victory over Canaanite forces. God actually gives Deborah troop movements and tells her where to send the troops so that victory will be assured. And the text of the Haftarah sort of goes into the whole story, which is a great text. Definitely should be read in its entirety. It's pretty lengthy, so but as biblical poetry tends to be sometimes, but definitely worth reading in its entirety. You see themes of redemption, themes of salvation, and themes of water actually prominent in both texts, as is a hint of a messianic age. So I encourage you all to look at both of these texts, maybe before Shabbat or Shabbat afternoon. You can read them, get some commentary, and enjoy these beautiful biblical poems. So wishing everybody a Shabbat Shalom, and we'll see you over the course of services.